In the digital age, texting has become a primary mode of communication, particularly in dating. The nuances of texting can significantly impact how connections are formed and nurtured. Crafting the perfect message can be an art form, and knowing how to engage effectively can make all the difference. This guide will delve into 10 essential texting hacks that can help you attract and engage women, fostering meaningful connections and conversations. 1. Be playful. Humor is a universal language that can break the ice and create a relaxed atmosphere. When texting, incorporating playful teasing can show confidence and charm. Here's how to do it effectively. Light-hearted teasing. Make gentle jokes about shared experiences or interests. For example, if she mentions liking a certain movie, you might say, "Oh, a fan of cheesy rom-coms. I'll have to watch my back." This not only creates a fun vibe, but also invites her to respond in kind. Memes and GIFs. In today's digital world, memes and GIFs are fantastic tools for communication. Sending a funny meme related to your discussion can lighten the mood. For instance, if you're discussing a stressful day, you might send a GIF of a cat dramatically collapsing on a keyboard, capturing the sentiment perfectly. Playful challenges. Initiate a playful bet or challenge, like who can come up with the best dad joke. This keeps the conversation engaging and interactive. You might say, "I bet you can't come up with a worse pun than mine." Such challenges can lead to laughter and more profound connections. Why it works. Playfulness signals that you're confident and approachable. It creates a shared sense of humor, making conversations more enjoyable. Studies have shown that shared laughter can enhance connection and intimacy, making it a powerful tool in building relationships. 2. Use emojis wisely. Emojis can add a layer of emotion and fun to your texts, but moderation is key. Here's how to use them effectively. Express emotion. Use emojis to convey feelings that words may not fully capture. A simple smiley face can soften a message, while a thumbs up can indicate agreement or approval. Avoid overuse. Too many emojis can be overwhelming and may dilute your message. Stick to 1 or 2 per message for emphasis. For example, if you're sharing an exciting story, you might end with a sparkles emoji sparkles to highlight your enthusiasm. Tailor to her style. If she uses emojis frequently, feel free to incorporate them into your messages to match her vibe. If she sends a lot of hearts, it's a good sign that she enjoys expressing emotions through emojis, and you can reciprocate. Why it works. Emojis can help convey tone and intent, making messages feel warmer and more personable. Research shows that messages with emojis are perceived as more friendly and approachable, which can enhance your connection. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions invite longer responses and foster engaging dialogue. Here's how to formulate them. Avoid yes or no questions. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" try, "What was the highlight of your weekend?" This invites her to share more about her experiences and thoughts. Explore interests. Questions about passions, hobbies, or experiences can lead to rich discussions. For instance, "What's the best trip you've ever taken?" opens the door to storytelling, allowing her to reminisce and share personal insights. Follow-up questions. Encourage her to elaborate by asking follow-up questions based on her responses. If she mentions a memorable trip, you might ask, "What made that trip so special for you?" This shows that you're invested in the conversation. Why it works. Open-ended questions show that you're genuinely interested in her thoughts and experiences, encouraging her to share more. This approach fosters a deeper connection and can lead to more meaningful conversations. 4. Share interesting stories. Sharing personal stories can make you relatable and memorable. Here's how to do it effectively. Be relatable. Choose anecdotes that others can connect with, such as travel mishaps or funny childhood memories. For example, you might share a story about getting lost in a foreign city and how it turned into an adventure, highlighting the lessons learned along the way. Keep it light. Humor is key. Aim for stories that evoke laughter or nostalgia. If you have a funny story about a cooking disaster, share it. I once tried to impress a date by making homemade pasta, and let's just say the smoke alarm had other plans. Encourage reciprocity. After sharing a story, invite her to share one of her own. This keeps the conversation flowing and allows for a two-way exchange. You could say, "What about you? Have you had any funny travel experiences?" Why it works. Personal stories humanize you and create intimacy, making it easier for her to open up as well. Studies show that self-disclosure can enhance attraction as it fosters trust and connection. 5. Be mysterious. While sharing is important, keeping some mystery can pique her interest. Here's how to balance openness and intrigue. Don't overshare. Reveal information gradually. For example, if she asks about your job, share what you love about it without going into every detail. You might say, "I work in marketing and I love coming up with creative campaigns, but I can't tell you all my secrets just yet." Leave some questions unanswered. When discussing your hobbies or interests, hint at exciting experiences without giving everything away. For instance, "I recently tried something new that was a bit terrifying, but I loved it." This invites her to ask for more details. Create curiosity. Use phrases like, "I have a funny story about that," but don't share it immediately. This builds anticipation and keeps her engaged, prompting her to ask for the story. Why it works. Mystery can create a sense of intrigue, prompting her to ask questions and engage more deeply. It plays on the psychological principle that humans are naturally drawn to the unknown. 6. Use timing to your advantage. Timing is crucial in texting. Here's how to use it to your advantage. Don't be too available. If you respond immediately every time, it can come off as desperate. Instead, take a few minutes before replying occasionally. This shows you have a life outside of texting. Create anticipation. A slight delay in response can build excitement and keep her wondering what you'll say next. If she asks a question that requires thought, take your time to craft a thoughtful response. Be consistent. While some delay can be good, be consistent in your texting patterns so she knows you're genuinely interested. If you usually text in the evening, keep to that routine while still allowing for spontaneity. Why it works. A well-timed response can create excitement and show that you're engaged. It also establishes a balance, preventing the conversation from feeling one-sided. 7. Compliment thoughtfully. Compliments can be flattering if done thoughtfully. Here are some tips. Be specific. Instead of generic compliments, focus on something unique. For example, "You have such a great smile, it lights up the room," is more impactful than "You're pretty." Specificity shows that you're attentive and genuinely appreciate her. Focus on personality traits. Compliment her intelligence, humor, or creativity. This shows you appreciate her for more than just her looks. You might say, "I love how passionate you are about your work. it's inspiring. Timing and context. Offer compliments that relate to the conversation. If she shares an accomplishment, acknowledge it with a thoughtful compliment. For example, "That's an amazing achievement. You must be so proud of yourself." Why it works. Genuine compliments can make her feel valued and appreciated, fostering a positive connection. Research indicates that thoughtful compliments can enhance self-esteem and strengthen interpersonal bonds. 8. Mirror. Her style. Mirroring someone's texting style can create a sense of familiarity and connection. Here's how to do it. Observe her style. Pay attention to her use of emojis, abbreviations, and tone. If she uses playful language, feel free to do the same. If she commonly uses LOL or OMG, incorporating similar expressions can create rapport. Adapt gradually. Start incorporating elements of her style gradually. This subtle mirroring helps build rapport without appearing forced. If she uses a lot of exclamation marks, you might respond with enthusiasm as well. Stay authentic. While mirroring can be effective, ensure that your responses remain authentic to your personality. If you're not typically someone who uses slang, don't force it. Find a middle ground that feels natural. Why it works. People generally feel more comfortable with those who are similar to them, and mirroring can foster that connection. This psychological phenomenon is known as the similarity attraction effect. 9. Be confident, not cocky. Confidence is attractive, but there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Here's how to showcase confidence without coming off as cocky. Share accomplishments modestly. When discussing achievements, do so humbly. For example, instead of saying, "I'm the best at my job," you could say, "I really enjoy my work and have been fortunate to receive some recognition for it." This conveys confidence while maintaining humility. Be open to vulnerability. Showing vulnerability can demonstrate confidence. Share challenges you've faced and what you've learned from them. For instance, "I struggled with public speaking in college, but I took a class to improve, and it was a game changer for me." Encourage her achievements. Celebrate her successes and interests, showing that you appreciate her as much as yourself. Ask about her goals and aspirations, and provide encouragement and support. Why it works. Confidence paired with humility is attractive and fosters a healthy dynamic in conversations. It creates an environment where both parties feel valued and respected. 10. Know when to transition. If the conversation is flowing well, it may be time to suggest moving to a phone call or meeting in person. Here's how to approach it. Gauge interest. If she seems engaged and interested, it's a good sign to suggest a transition. Look for cues in the conversation, such as her asking personal questions or sharing her own stories. Be casual about it. Frame the suggestion lightly, such as, "I've really enjoyed our chats. Would you be up for a call sometime?" This keeps the tone relaxed and non-pressuring. Suggest a specific plan. If she's open to it, propose a time or activity for a potential meeting, making it easier for her to say yes. For example, "There's a great coffee shop I love. Would you like to grab a coffee this weekend?" Why it works. Transitioning to more personal forms of communication can deepen your connection and pave the way for future interactions. It shows that you're serious about taking the relationship to the next level. Mastering these texting hacks can significantly enhance your ability to attract and engage women. By being playful, using emojis wisely, asking open-ended questions, sharing interesting stories, maintaining a sense of mystery, using timing effectively, complimenting thoughtfully, mirroring her style, showcasing confidence without arrogance, and knowing when to transition, you can create meaningful and engaging conversations. Remember, the key to successful texting lies in authenticity. Be yourself, enjoy the process, and let the conversation flow naturally. By employing these techniques, you can foster deeper connections and potentially build lasting relationships. Happy texting.